Let's do this. Hello, people. Another beautiful day or night. Yup. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good. Or excellent. What? What's up, gamers? We talking about Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Listen to this. The map of Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. It's 2 times bigger than Arkham Knight. But someone said up in the comment section, I was reading the comments, someone said in the comment section, a bigger map doesn't equate to a better game. The answer to that statement, it's false. The bigger the map is, the better the game. Okay? For instance, to say that Batman Arkham City is better than Batman Arkham Knight is a complete joke. Batman Arkham City is not better than Batman Arkham Knight. Number one, the map is bigger. Number 2, in Arkham City, you can't even go to the highest building and jump off of it. You're limited in what you can do. The water effects in Arkham Knight is more realer than Arkham City. They had to do a remake to try to get up to Arkham Knight standard. In Batman Arkham City, you can't even use the Batmobile. But in Arkham Knight, you can do it. So Batman Arkham City is not better than Batman Arkham Knight. And anybody that keeps telling you that, they don't know video games. For instance, I just seen Scott, was it Scott the Woz? He did a video on Tears of the Kingdom, and he said Tears of the Kingdom is not a 10 out of 10, which I would agree. The only reason I gave Tears of the Kingdom a 5 out of 10 is because it's not on the Wii U. Because the Wii U with that tablet and that console brought some features to the table that the Switch ain't got. So to go backwards now in video games on a single screen is stupid. Nintendo should have never built the Switch. They should have stayed with the Wii U, because the Wii U brought a feature to video games that a lot of these consoles don't have. Okay? So to say that Batman Arkham City is better than Batman Arkham Knight, people need to rethink their need to rethink that statement, because Arkham City is not better than Arkham Knight. No, it's not. Okay. So anyway, look, the bigger the map is, the better the game gets. Okay. You get to do a lot more things. You get to explore, and the story even gets more bigger. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, all right. What do I got here? Listen to this. This from Tech for Gamers. Says this: Suicide Squad map reportedly 2 times the size of Arkham Knight, Gotham. Okay. So here's what it says: news leak about Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League have emerged after the game was delayed earlier this year. The leaker claims that not a final version of the game trailer was revealed at a trade show, and this information has been verified on Reddit, suggesting that the leaker is reliable. According to the new information, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League will deliver a map twice as large as Gotham from Batman Arkham Knight. Why it matters: the game has been in development for many years, coming from the creators of Batman Arkham and delivering the last performance on Kevin Conroy's as Batman. The game has led to some excitement despite the disappointing marketing. And then it says new details for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Anyway, it says here, according to the leaker, the game map size is truly impressive, as it features a metropolis twice the size of Arkham Knight, Gotham. This guarantees endless exploration and hours of content for players. It is important to remember that Arkham Knight map is not small by any means. Therefore, if the leak about the map size are true, we are in for a treat. Constant exploration. Further adding to this large open world, Rocksteady Studios appears to have created a dynamic weather system and fully functional day/night cycle for Suicide Squad Killer Justice League. The leak further elaborates that seamless switching between all 4 members of the Suicide Squad is possible when playing solo, as the game allows players to tackle missions as a team online or through solo gameplay. And then it says, moreover, the leaker claims that Rocksteady Studios is dedicated to an ongoing player experience with a full year of planned DLC. The studio hopes to keep the game relevant through a game as a service approach. While the leak does not elaborate on any microtransaction, the studio is expected to sell cosmetics DLC like most live service games. And then it says, it is important to take these leaks with a grain of salt. However, they have revealed a few promising details after much disappointment recently. Earlier this year, a report also claimed that the game had received positive feedbacks from early playtests. With the game scheduled for 2024, Rocksteady still has plenty of time to improve parts of the game and ensure it lives up to the iconic Batman Arkham franchise. And that is the end of the article. So yeah, the bigger the map, the better the game gets. The only reason why I gave Tears of the Kingdom a 5 out of 10 is because they went away from that dual screen feature like how Breath of the Wild had it. Okay? That's the only reason I gave Tears of the Kingdom a 5 out of 10. And when they went away from the Wii U, claiming that it was sales, which was a lie made up, I didn't go near the Switch because it's not even worth getting. But anyway, back to the Suicide Squad Killer Justice League. To say that Batman Arkham City is better than Batman Arkham Knight, it's a joke. In Batman Arkham City, you are limited in what you can do, plus the map is small. In Arkham Knight, it is bigger and there's much more to do. Okay? And plus the environments have improved. So to sit there and say, well, Arkham City is better than Arkham Knight? Nah, it's not. Okay? Suicide Squad Killer Justice League is 2 times bigger than Arkham Knight. Yeah, 2 times bigger. Which means, if that's the case, then it's coming to the Steam Deck. Okay? Yeah. And we're waiting for it. So yeah, so the bigger the map is, the better the game gets. One of the reasons why the Avengers failed, because the game was incomplete. There was a lot of content missing from it. Crystal Dynamics didn't follow the blueprint that WB Games had laid out with DC Universe. If they would have took that blueprint that WB Games had given them and used it, the Avengers would be a really good game. Okay? Because there's a lot of content missing from it. And that game ain't even open world by open world standards. There's a lot of content missing from it. So yeah, the bigger the game gets, the better the game gets. The bigger the map, the better the game gets. Yeah. That is just plain truth. For people to be sitting there to say that Arkham City is better than Arkham Knight, these people don't know video games. Okay? They really don't. Arkham Knight is light years ahead of this. Okay? Light years. You can't even use the Batmobile in Arkham City. You can't even use the Batmobile. You can't even jump off a high-rise building. Especially where Hugo Strange is in Arkham City. You can't even jump off there and land on any top of the anywhere on any top of those buildings that's in Arkham City. You can't even do that. Arkham City is not better than Arkham Knight. Yeah, so, the size of the map does matters in video games, because the bigger the map, the bigger the environment, and there's a lot of details that you got to bring out. Yeah, that's just the way it is, man. Yeah. I mean, look, if you look at the Avengers, man, the first two stage can tell you how much content was missing from it. For instance, when you're on the Golden Gate Bridge, you can't fly on the side of it. You can't fly under it. You can't fly on the other side. You can't fly around it. You couldn't even land on top of it. Where those pillars hold up the bridge, you couldn't even land on top of that. That's how much content is missing from the game. So much. You couldn't even fall down in the water. And you're a superhero. You're Iron Man. You couldn't even fall down in the water under the Golden Gate Bridge and then fly back up. And then if Iron Man flies down into the water, then it should show once he flies back up, it should show the water running off his suit. All that content is missing from the game. Yeah. So the bigger the map, the better the game gets. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot there's a lot of content missing from the game, man. There's a lot. When the map is big, there's much to do. Okay. Video games don't stay small forever. They get bigger. They get bigger. Look at Final Fantasy VII Remake. Look at that. Big difference. Now, to say you're going to go back and play the original Final Fantasy VII, you're going to be like, nah. The remake is better. Because when the PlayStation, if you look at PlayStation 1, if you look at the PlayStation 1, it was limited. You couldn't even do open world games like how you do it on the say like on a PS4 or Xbox or PS5. Because why? The hardware is limited. Just saying. So you can only have the environment and the story so big, so I mean like say like so small or so big. Okay? Open world games are the best, man. Open world games are the best. Okay? The bigger the map, the better the games. Okay? Yeah. I'm just saying. Even look at Anthem. A lot of people bash Anthem, but when I played, I'm sitting there looking like, what are these people talking about? That game just needs some expansions, and that's all it needs. But yeah, there are people still playing the game right now, as I speak. Yeah. The bigger the map, the better the game. Okay? Like when Ocarina of Time came out on the 64. When Ocarina of Time came out, I didn't even go back and play Link to the Past. I never did. Ocarina of Time was better. When Breath of the Wild came out, I never went back and played Ocarina of Time. Because Breath of the Wild is better. Okay? The only reason I gave Tears of the Kingdom a 5 out of 10 is because Nintendo had a dual screen feature on the Wii U that you need for video games. And when they went away from that, I don't even pay attention to the Switch. It's not even worth getting. The Wii U is still better. Yeah. The bigger the map is, the better the games. Look, when Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales came out, I didn't even go back to go play Shattered Dimension or what was that? What's the other one? I'm trying to think of all the Spider-Man games that came out on the 360 and PS3 here. Let's see, Shattered Dimension. What's the other one? Till the End of Time. What's that one? I'm trying to think of the one with Wolverine and Venom. Trying to think of it. But those Spider-Man games, I never went back. Because Miles Morales and Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4 was bigger. I never went back to those games. The bigger the map gets in video games, man, the better the game gets, man. And Final Fantasy VII Remake is living proof of that. Just saying. So to say that Arkham City is better than Arkham Knight, yeah, people need to think about that again. Okay? Because you're limited in what you can do. Just saying. Yeah. But Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. The map is bigger. Okay, so be it. I need more to do, more to explore. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Whoops. Let me get off this. Especially on this. What's this? Dragon Ball Z Fighter. Anyway, look, yeah. The bigger the map gets, the better the game gets, man. And there's a lot of details that you got to bring up. Look at the Avengers, man. The Avengers was missing so much content from it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're saying that you're telling me Thor couldn't fly down in the bay and fly back up, fly down in the water and fly back up. Just saying. There's so much content missing from that game alone. You couldn't fly on the side of the bridge. You couldn't fly on that side. You couldn't fly under it like how you would do in DC Universe. You couldn't fly under it and then fall down in the water and then fly back up. All that content is missing. You couldn't fly and land on top of those pillars that holds the bridge up. Just saying. Yeah. So the bigger the map is, the better the game, man. I mean, I could talk about Batman Arkham Asylum. That game needs some updates. For instance, when you like when you go fight Killer Croc, right after you fight Killer Croc, and when you were going through the caves, and where Batman said, this cave is falling apart, I need to climb up the old-fashioned way. For instance, there was a part like where you had to use the hook and pull that wall out. They need an auto locking system for that game, man. They need a diving ability in Batman Arkham Asylum. They need to have you like, okay, if you jump up on the rails, any rail, you should be able to sit there for however long you want to, and then go where you want to go after that. Even when the game started, when you came through that cave and you saw the courtyard of Arkham Asylum, once you jumped down, you couldn't fly, you couldn't go back up, which is kind of weird. So the game, Batman Arkham Asylum is missing a lot of content. The same thing with Arkham City. Origins, same thing. A lot of content is missing from them games. Okay, yeah. For instance, in Arkham Origins, you couldn't get to the top of the plaza where the Joker was, and then fly and then land on that gargoyle statue where the plaza is, and then fly off that and then go land on top of the bridge. Just saying. So there's a lot of content missing from those games. So the bigger the map is, the better the game. Just saying. So yeah, when maps are, the better the game gets, man. There's a lot to bring out, a lot of details, man. So for somebody to say that Arkham City is better than this, it's not true. Okay, it's not true. So Suicide Squad Killer Justice League, the map is 2 times bigger. I welcome it. I love it. Yeah, looking forward to it. So yeah, the games, they have to grow. You know, they have to grow, and the story gets better. The story gets better as the environments get bigger. Okay, so yeah, the maps, the size of the map does matter, man. Okay? It does matter, and it does make the game better. It does make the game better. Just saying. I mean, the Batman series, they're missing a lot of content from it. Arkham Asylum, yeah, you don't have the ability to take the grappling hook and latch on to any part of the environment. That needs to be added. Okay, yeah. You can't like on those towers where the guards were. You couldn't hop on the on the rails and then sit there for a minute and then look all over the environment. You couldn't do that. As soon as you hop on it, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's a lot of content missing from it. I could talk about the sewer drains. All the sewer drains should have had like a Riddler reward in it. Just saying. Those games are not done, not by any means. So the bigger the map is, the better the game. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying. You can even like go to like you can like go to like the highest where those buildings are. You know, the highest tower in Arkham Asylum, and then fly off of it. So there's a lot of updates to be added. So yeah, the same goes for Arkham City. You know, you can't jump off the Hugo Strange building and land on top of land on top of any of those buildings. You can't do that. Okay, you don't even have the Batmobile inside Arkham City, which is crazy when you think of it. You know, the same could be said for Origins. That game needs some work. So yeah, the bigger the map is, the better the game, man. You know? And there's a lot of details to be brought out. Just saying. So, Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. The maps is 2 times bigger. Okay, fine. Yeah. So man, this map size does matter in a video game. It does matter. You know, it does matter. So that means. It means that when they tried to release the game the first time, you know, and then when the fans got on them about it, they listened. So yeah, that means the game is going to be a much better product. So yeah, map size of a video game does matter, man. So yeah, looking forward. We're all looking forward to it. We all are. So we'll see what they do, man. But video games as a whole, they have to grow. They have to grow. I mean, back to Final Fantasy VII. I mean, look, the first game that was on a PlayStation 1, 32-bit system. That was one game. The first game that was on the PlayStation 1. The first game. And it was one game with about 3 CDs. That game in the PlayStation 1 and the hardware, and you were limited, and the environments were so compact that you couldn't get it like you would in today's times, like back in the PlayStation 1 days. So now when they remake it now, and they have better hardware now, that one game now turns into 3 games. So if that's if that's the case for Final Fantasy VII Remake, what does that say about the other games that were on PlayStation 1? Just saying. So yeah, map size does matter, man. And anybody that keep telling you, man, that this game is better than this, nah, no it ain't. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the whole thing, man. But Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Yeah, it's gonna be should be good. Rocksteady's trying to make sure that it's good. So yeah, we'll see what they do, man. The bigger the environments, man, the better the game gets. The bigger the environments, the better the game gets. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, I could talk about Arkham Origins all day if I wanted to. You know, there's a lot of details that need to be brought out, man. Look, I mean, seriously, think of it. PlayStation 1, 32-bit, right? On a 600 megabyte CD. Final Fantasy VII, 3 CDs, right? So that means the environments, they were condensed. A lot of content was missing. Now take that game now and put it in today's time with the hardware that we got, and now we gotta expand on those environments. That one game that is 3 CDs turned into 3 games. Yeah. The bigger the environments, the better the games. Anyway, leave this video for y'all to enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Or Dark Side. Gone. Peace.